There is something I've noticed about energy. It seems to enjoy imagining itself through me. It dreams, it plays, it moves through this form. At the same time, there appears to be a doer, someone acting in the world, and also something that never acts at all. And then, at some point, a quiet recognition happens. You are not the doer, because the doer never actually existed. There is only one thing here. This is not about stopping imagination. It's not about saying, I must not fantasize, otherwise separation will happen. No, if energy wants to imagine, let it imagine. That's not the problem. What matters is the recognition that all of this is being witnessed. Innocently, effortlessly, you are the observer of everything that appears. Life feels guided, not by effort, but by intuition. There is a knowing, deeper than thought, that there is no personal doer here. Awareness moves as it moves. It manifests as it manifests. The mind might ask, what is the point of talking about this? But in truth, there is no point. Energy expresses itself simply because it does. Right now, writing is happening. Reading is happening. These are just movements of the same intelligence. This is not about becoming an observer so that the person disappears. That's another misunderstanding. Everything is already present at the same time. It is perfectly okay to imagine, to feel separate, to play a role, once it is seen that you are not the role. From the outside of the circle, everything is whole, and from there imagination no longer binds. The imagined doer and the non-doer are not two. They appear together, but only one is real. In today's world, there is a spiritual confusion. Many believe life cannot function without constant thinking. Yet when thinking relaxes, life often functions better. What needs to be known arrives by intuition. When it doesn't, there is simply silence. What you are looking for is already here, but you try to solve it from the persona, because you believe you are the one acting. When there is a soft falling into being, the veil drops. The persona was never real. Nothing dramatic happens. No wings appear. No angels descend. Just a shift in perspective. Even if you think you fall back asleep into identification, there is no one who can fall asleep again. There is no one who could lose this. When irritation appears, for example, it's like stepping into a dream. A role is taken on, the irritated one. But even then, everything unfolds exactly as it should. Anxiety cannot stick. Depression cannot stick, because there is no one for it to attach to. There is no separate me to whom anxiety could prove itself real. If you believe there is such a me, that belief itself is the dream. What does not exist cannot know that it does not exist. So don't focus on the imagined self. Turn instead to awareness, to the observer, to intuition. Not knowledge, not non-knowledge, just this quiet seeing. Awareness does not identify with the persona, because there is no persona. Awareness may appear as a person, but it is never limited to it. Repeating spiritual sentences does not bring freedom. That still happens in the mind. Only intuition reveals what is already the case. The point is not to understand that the persona doesn't exist. That would require a persona to understand it. The point is the recognition, felt not thought, that you are the observer. When this is seen, the mind is exposed as imagination, and what remains is simple, undeniable presence. Everything that appears, pain included, is simply another expression of the same energy. There is only what is happening, and that somehow is completely okay.